What's up, everybody? Today we got to discuss one of the most important questions that I don't think a lot of people are asking, but it's very crucial to every creator and every artist out there. Has social media ruined artists? Now, if you're a creative person, whether you're an artist or a musician or whatever your field is, chances are you're on social media, and you're mainly on social media to spread your work out there and make a name for yourself and get some recognition off of what you do. Also, for some of us, we're here to spread a message through our work, and we want to reach as many people as possible. Social media, of course, helps us do this. We're talking about platforms with millions of people that you can possibly reach at a time, if you can get successful enough on it. However, there have been some things on social media that have taken away from artists and taken them back a bit. And many artists often get frustrated when using social media, even I myself. And with that said, I had to go to some of my peers and ask them what have been their experiences with being an artist on social media and how it's affected them with their work and in their day-to-day. So let's get into some of these thoughts and some of these points. Maybe you guys agree with me, maybe you see it a bit different. And one of the things, the main things, is that a lot of people feel the need to be trendy. A lot of people feel the need that they have to do these various trends, or they have to create work with whatever is popular at the moment. I've spoken many times about this, where let's say for instance, a certain type of movie is coming out, it's getting a lot of attention. You have some artists that will drop everything they're doing. They'll drop whatever project they're in the middle of and start creating something for said movie. Why? Because they want the clout. Or if some sort of event is going on in the world, or if some public figure or celebrity is constantly in the news for something, again, they'll drop everything they're doing and they'll create a piece based off of that person. That can be damaging to an artist, but I also see how it can help propel somebody's career. So it's kind of a double-edged sword you're playing with. I think it's a problem when you're kind of selling yourself short just to get attention off of something that you know is popular at the time. Because when that attention goes away, when that popularity of said subject dies down, where does that leave you as an artist? All these followers that you gained off of that, all these people that now support you based off of that one thing, are they still gonna be around when you go back to what you originally do? So when that happens, when you start to see these people drop off from supporting you or following you or whatnot, that usually comes about when you start to feel a bit discouraged. And you start to feel discouraged because you're paying attention to the likes, the followers, the views. So when that's not there, you no longer have that instant gratification, and you no longer feel that great feeling of being important just because those numbers are there. So then you have to ask yourself, are you really doing this because you're truly invested in it, because you're truly invested in your craft and love it? Or is this just for attention? And even on the topic of attention, you have a lot of artists that will use certain physical aspects about themselves to propel their work. So instead of just going on the merit of their work alone, you now have artists that will use the shape of their body, for instance, how they look, them being in shape, them being thick, all these types of things. They'll sexualize themselves just to bring attention to their piece. And a lot of times, some of these artists, their work isn't even that great. However, you have people that will just focus on the physical look of them and want to follow them based off of that instead of being there for their actual artwork. And to me, that's a problem, because if you're an artist and your main message is through your work and your main focus is to get people to recognize you for your skills, the point of interest should not be how you look. The point of interest should be the merits of what you create. And even with a lot of artists on here on social media that create great work, even myself, I've been victim to this. A lot of times we feel the need to rush into things because we haven't posted something in so long. So we get this overwhelming feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to post something. I have to create something just to post it. And that's one of the biggest things that I think social media has done to artists, is it's forced us to kind of rush our work sometimes. And it's okay to slow down and take your time on the piece. And people often forget that. And this is actually another point we can link to that, is that also plays on how you feel about your work and if you even want to continue to create. Because if you're not constantly pumping out pieces like you see some of these people do, it can make you feel like you're not good enough because you're not working fast enough. But in reality, what we actually want to do is create quality pieces instead of a large amount of pieces. So you may be listening to this and be like, I absolutely disagree with all these points. So let's get into some points that show how social media has helped artists. One of the major ones while discussing this topic with a fellow artist is that art and social media opens up a lot of people that were introverted. Now they have an opportunity to really showcase their personality and showcase their work without the fear of in-person rejection. It also gives you a chance to gain a lot of success without having to go to galleries, and you can do things all on your own and collect 100% of the profit. So that's it for the video today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, what you think about this topic right here. There's a lot that can be said, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Peace.